we've got to really fight back.
I see people in the chat say about the election, election was a fraud, this was that. You got to be ready to vote in the next election. You better get your friends out to vote. You better know what your election laws are in your states,
right?
And get ready. Stop crying about 2 years ago. Get with the reality now. I mean, I get it. It was upsetting. It was questionable. There was a lot of issues. There were ballots flying around. I would show them on the broadcast, all the different live ballots I got. We got to move on, though. We've got states that have done really good work getting their voter integrity laws in place. But you've got to show up and vote. If you still sit on your hands and say, I don't trust the system, guess who keeps winning?
Yes, well, here's
Joe
what
Biden,
you got.
Mayorkas.
The ballot boxes are rigged. Let me tell you something, okay? If we're going to have this is the attitude of the conservative movement, the ballot boxes are rigged, so we're not going to vote, guess what? Surrender your country, because that's what you're doing. That's preposterous. That's why we go to court. Nobody likes what happened in 2020. There's a lot of things that people think were shenanigans. Whether it was outcome determinative or not, we're never going to know. You know that? Assume it was. At this point, it doesn't matter. You have to be looking forward. All these videos and things coming out about what happened 2 years ago, it's at this point irrelevant.
The left loves you spending your time
because
on that.
You're keeping off the main problem.
And you're not building the grassroots base and the support you need.
We got to get back. I was going to ask you that. We have got to get back to grassroots-based politics, get out the vote drives the old-fashioned way like we used to. Conservatives can win elections. We do a lot.
You got to outwork them.
Which we did.
And you can't just show up at rallies. That's not enough. You can't just share videos on social media. That's great, but it's not enough. You've got to get involved, and you've got to say, you know what? Maybe say some of this feels stacked against me. I'm going to get out as many votes as I can. I'm going to make sure I'm voting, and my friends and family are voting, and my friends who agree with me are voting. And guess what? We can win all of these races. But if you sit on your hands and just complain, we lose. They love that you are still obsessing over an election that happened a year and a half ago.
That at this point, there's nothing you can do about. Please understand that. It's done. So let's focus on you want the garbage to continue that's going on in Washington? You want to see World War III? I don't think so. I mean, folks, you've got to vote.